I'm back with another video. I'm just gonna play a quick round of Mario Kart Double Dash because why not? I'm just gonna do a quick round. I'll do mirror mode, pick my team King Boo and Toad, do all cup tour, and I guess we could talk about a few things while I play. So yeah, it'll just be a quick session, that's all. I've already said everything I wanted to say on my previous video when I was playing Kirby Air Ride. You know, I was talking about the Switch 2 and everything. Like, I'm still really excited for the Switch 2. I'm especially excited for Mario Kart World. I'm just not a big fan of the $80 price tag, but that's literally the only thing I don't like. So, despite all the complaints, despite all the backlash, I'm still really excited for the Switch 2. There's a lot of great stuff on the Switch 2 that I'm excited for. Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, you know, all the third-party games like Elden Ring, Street Fighter 6, and Ridge Racer. You know, all that stuff. Like, I'm still really excited. Like I've been playing like Nintendo games for a long time, and I've been playing on like almost all their systems, including the Wii U, when like Nintendo was at their absolute lowest. when they're at their absolute lowest, so it's like, yeah, the Wii U was a flawed system with flawed marketing, but like, as long as it played Mario and Smash Brothers, that's all that mattered. Because yeah, I don't like what's going on with the Switch 2 controversy, but again, I'm not gonna stress about it. It's gotten to the point where I'm just like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. And whatever happens is gonna happen. If the Switch 2 succeeds, that's fine. If not, that's fine also. All that matters is that, you know, I get to have fun with the new games, and that's really all I care about. All that matters is that I get to play some good games on it. So, I'm still really excited for everything that the Switch 2 has to offer, especially since it's supposed to be, like, super powerful and everything, too. So I'm really excited about that, too. But regardless, I don't really have too much to say despite that, though, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick session of Double Dash. Again, just because. I'm just doing all cup tour. Jeez, a blue shell already? Yeah, the items are a lot... Oh, okay, really? Okay, that's not even fair. Oh, really? Well, I got some catching up to do. My goodness. This is not my best run on Dino Jungle, that's for sure. Well, that's not good. I got a lot of catching up to do. Definitely not my best run so far, which is not good. But hey, I at least threw a blue shell, so it'll do something at least. Oh, another blue shell. Geez, what's with all the blue shells? This is like the most blue shells I've seen so far. Like, I've been playing this game so much, but it's like, I've never seen that many blue shells in one race or like one cup so early, you know? It's crazy. But at least I'm finally keeping up now. At least I'm finally caught up to at least third place, so hopefully we can bounce back and, you know, bring back our lead. Get out of my way, Mario. Again, not my best Dino Jungle run, but at least I'm mostly caught up now. Am I gonna go for a run where I try to go for, like, the perfect run like before? I probably still will, but I'm not gonna be, like, serious about it like my previous videos, so... Again, it's just gonna be a chill session, you know, all that stuff. So that's what's going on. But yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about. Like I said, I already said everything I wanted to say about the Switch 2 on my previous video. Although I will speak a little bit more about Mario Kart World, I guess, since, you know, I'm playing Mario Kart Double Dash. I figured, hey, it makes sense. Let's talk about Mario Kart World real quick. So I did watch a bit of the Treehouse, clips that they showed for Mario Kart World. yeah, the game looks amazing. The game looks gorgeous, and I'm really excited to play it, and there's a lot of cool stuff they showed. Like, they showed a bit more of the free roaming sections. They showed more of the knockout tour, which is really cool. Like, I'm especially excited for the knockout tour when I get my hands on that game. Like, the knockout tour is really cool. It's basically, yeah, it basically is like a battle royale of some sorts. It kind of does remind me of like the elimination rounds in like the Need for Speed games. Oh yes, and the character roster also goes crazy. Like I said, like the Cataclacks, like all the bunch of Cataclacks that keep trying to chase me around right now. Yeah, I'm let it be known right now. I am going to be a Cataclack main. I am going to be a Cataclack main the moment that I start playing Mario Kart World. Just the fact that they're playable at all is amazing. I just love how they just take whatever random characters throughout the Mario series, like all these random Mario enemies, and just make them playable. Like even the freaking dolphin is playable in the game, which is really funny, but that's the type of wackadoo nonsense that I really love about Mario Kart, so I'm really happy about that, for sure. Just go crazy with the roster, especially if there's going to be 24 characters, you know, racing in the same track. Like, that's really cool. So, yeah, definitely going to be a Cataclack main for sure. So I'm just letting that be known right now. Sunshine Supremacy, as always, and I also appreciate the Pianta being playable as well, as also. But yeah, but besides all that, they showed a lot of really cool stuff during like the treehouse stuff. So I definitely think that they're hiding a lot of things in the game. I really think that there is some kind of story mode to the game. Because again, they're gonna be showing a Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart World coming up soon. So I really think that they're gonna show like some kind of like campaign of some sorts. I definitely think there's way more to the free roam than just the stuff they showed off so far. I really think there's more to it than just that, because, you know, maybe there could be like a campaign mode where there's like cutscenes, maybe there's like collectibles to have, maybe a lot of unlockables, maybe they'll have like boss battles like in Mario Kart DS. Like, that's really cool, like missions like in Mario Kart DS. That was one of my favorite modes in that game. So maybe we can have something similar to that. I know they were supposed to have like missions in like Mario Kart Wii, but they never really implemented them, I think. I'm not sure. But regardless, I think that'd be really cool if, you know, they had like a mission mode type thing like they used to have in Mario Kart DS, because that was one of my favorite modes in that game, you know, when I used to play Mario Kart DS as a kid. So that would be really cool if they brought something like that back, especially for how massive the world is in the game. I mean, it is called Mario Kart World after all. So I would expect like a massive open world. But yeah, something like that would be really cool. Maybe you can unlock like different things, like different characters that way as well. I don't know, something like that. And yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Like the free roaming mode is especially really exciting because, it definitely, especially with the style of the game that they have, where it's like you're traveling through like different routes, like a Route 66 type traveling type of thing. I think that's really cool. Definitely gives off Radiator Springs vibes, like I said in my Switch 2 reaction video. It definitely reminds me of the Cars 1 video game, which has a lot of which I have a lot of nostalgia for. I have Cars 1 on the GameCube, but I have a lot more memories playing that on the Wii. So hey, maybe I can play the Cars video game on the channel at some point, who knows? Yeah, but it also reminds me of like Burnout Paradise, Need for Speed Most Wanted, just a lot of the racing games that have like open worlds and everything. Or Diddy Kong Racing. Especially Diddy Kong Racing. Like, can I, like, you know, geek out about Diddy Kong Racing for quite a bit, because, like, Diddy Kong Racing was such a great game. That was one of my earliest video game memories on the Nintendo 64. That's like one of the few games I remember playing on the N64 as a kid. It was Diddy Kong Racing, the original Mario Party. Oh, okay, there's too much going on. Yeah, but yeah, there was Diddy Kong Racing, the original Mario Party, Rampage, and Ready to Rumble Boxing. Those are like the 4 N64 games I always remember playing as a kid. But Diddy Kong Racing was the one I played the most of as a kid. And yeah, Diddy Kong Racing is like the only like kart racer in existence that I can definitively say is like better than at least Mario Kart 64. Like Diddy Kong Racing was so far ahead of its time. Like it was doing like story modes and, you know, racing in like cars, planes, and boats way before like Mario, Sonic, and like Crash Bandicoot ever did. So Diddy Kong Racing definitely deserves a lot of credit for being so far ahead of its time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm really hoping that, you know, we get Diddy Kong Racing on like the N64 NSO at some point, because I have been playing a lot of N64 games on the Switch lately. So, and I am hoping that I start playing and uploading some videos on that soon on the channel. So, I think that'd be really cool. Like, I especially would love to play, like, you know, like the Mario Party games on the N64 NSO. I've been playing the Pokemon Stadium games on the N64 NSO as well. Because, yeah, a little quick rant about Pokemon as well. So it's like, I always remember, like I haven't been keeping up with Pokemon since I was a kid. Like, I used to be, like, really into Pokemon as a kid. But I'm pretty sure I said this before in one of my previous videos, but I never really got into, like, the main Pokemon games for whatever reason. But I did enjoy, like, a lot of the spin-off games. Like, I vividly remember I always enjoyed playing Pokemon Stadium 2 on the Nintendo 64. Like, I still have the cartridge for it, and I used to have the little Pikachu-themed N64 as well, but that stopped working, unfortunately, so I don't really have that anymore, but I still have the controller for it, at least. But yeah, I have a lot of memories playing, like, Pokemon Stadium 2 on the little N64 that I used to have, so it definitely was, like, going back to, like, memory lane playing that game again. And also playing Pokemon Stadium 1, that was really fun, too. Like, I actually just went through the Poke Cup just recently, you know, and that was really fun. So maybe I can do like a little quick session of like Pokemon Stadium in the future. But I'm also really excited to play like Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness on the GameCube NSO, especially considering how expensive those games are. That's really good, because I've been wanting to play those games for a while now. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully soon. But I also remember I used to play Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. Like, that was basically the Pokemon Stadium game on the Wii. That was the one that's the Pokemon game I used to play as well. And I don't remember too much from that game, but I do remember, like, I had to go online to, like, do, like, different, like, I forgot how the game worked, but I do remember I had to go online to, like, get certain Pokemon, or like get certain registrations for certain Pokemon or something like that. I don't know, but I do remember playing that game as well. And I already have Pokemon Legends Arceus downloaded on my Switch, but I haven't really touched it yet. But maybe with the Pokemon Legends ZA that's coming out, I'm definitely getting the Switch 2 edition at some point. Maybe not immediately, but at some point in the future, probably. I really do want to get into the Pokemon game, like the actual, like, mainline Pokemon games. And I know Pokemon Legends is technically like a spin-off almost, but still, I think that'd be really cool. I've always wanted to get into, like, the mainline Pokemon games. So, but I do have some Pokemon games downloaded on the 3DS, so maybe I can play those on my own time. Like, I at least have some downloaded on my 3DS, so Yeah, I modded my 3DS. Like, the entire reason why I modded my 3DS was solely to play Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, so I could download it from the little eShop. But I decided, hey, why stop there? Let me just go crazy with it and just download some more games. So I also downloaded some, like, DS games on there, and then some of them are Pokemon games. So maybe when I'm, you know, playing on my 3DS again on my own time, I could, try playing a few of the Pokemon games. I don't know exactly what's considered, like, the best Pokemon game. Again, I don't keep up with the Pokemon community. But, like, what is considered, like, the best Pokemon game? Some say, like, Fire Red and Leaf Green. Some might say, like, Heart Gold or Soul Silver. I heard good things about Black and White, too. That, you know, I'm just trying to figure all that out, but I'll probably figure it out at some point anyways. I do want to get into, like, the Pokemon series. I've always been super casual with Pokemon. You know, I've always got into, like, the spin-off games, you know, the Pokemon Stadium-type Pokemon games, but hey, we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my little Pokemon rant done. But okay, I got way too sidetracked. I forgot everything I was talking about before I went through that whole tangent about Pokemon. Okay, I was talking about yeah, Mario Kart World. But yeah, I'm really excited for the game. The free roaming sections look really cool. I think they're gonna do some kind of story campaign. That's what they're trying to show off, I think. That's just what I'm guessing. Probably. But we'll see during the Direct. I'll probably post my reaction of the Mario Kart World Direct when that happens. I'm not making any promises, but I think it'd be really nice if I, you know, did something like that. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. But going back to the game itself, the tracks look really good. I noticed that some of them are, like, kind of streamlined, almost. Well, like, I don't see, like, a lot of anti-gravity sections in Mario Kart World, like how they were in Mario Kart 8. I mean, it's not really a big deal anyways. Like, I know the tracks look really fun. Like, the DK Spaceport track, you know, the one where you're, like, racing on, like, the Donkey Kong area, where, yeah, where it feels like you're in, like, you're racing on, like, the Donkey Kong arcade game or whatever. Like, it's got the layout of the original Donkey Kong. Like, that's really cool. That's a really cool track. So there's a lot of really cool tracks in the game. And, you know, there's, like, the rail grinding and the wall jumping as well. So maybe that's the game's replacement for anti-gravity, I guess. I mean, it does look really cool, though. So, again, it's really nice to see that they're trying something different as opposed to just being Mario Kart 8, but even bigger, you know what I mean? I appreciate they're trying something different with, you know, Mario Kart World. Well, something I also appreciate about Mario Kart World is that they've gone back to, like, the pre-selected karts, like how they have, like, here in Double Dash, you know, DS and Wii. So, like, you don't have to worry about, like, the car customization stuff anymore. I mean, I like the car customization stuff in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8, though. That was good for what it was. But I do kind of miss where it's like, I do kind of miss how streamlined it was, where it's like, hey, let me just pick a car and let's just go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, like, go through the trouble of figuring out, like, what's the best combination or anything like that. Just let me pick a car and let's just go. So I definitely appreciate that we're kind of going back to that in Mario Kart World. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. And, what else? What else? Let me do this. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I always drive into the sand, or, like, the rough sand, you know, at the end of this race. It's just funny. But anyways, yeah, I'm still really excited, so maybe they'll show more stuff during the Direct, the Mario Kart World Direct, and I'll try and upload, like, my reaction to it if I can. Again, I'm not going to make any promises, but we'll see what happens. I'll still give my thoughts anyways. So, yeah. What else? What else is there to talk about? Yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about regardless. Again, this is meant to be just a quick session. You know, I'm still doing really good. I'm not trying to go for like a perfect run like my previous videos. I'm just talking while playing Mario Kart Double Dash, you know? Oh yeah, well, there is, like, one thing I also really appreciate about Mario Kart World, you know, just the style of the game as well. I really appreciate that, they're really going more in-depth with, like, the interconnected world, like, with the interconnected, tracks and everything. Because something I always loved and appreciated about Double Dash was how, like, at least in a subtle sense, like, it gives, like, a subtle sense that some of the tracks are like interconnected with each other, like how like in Peach Beach or Yoshi's Circuit you can see like Daisy Cruiser from a distance, or whenever you're racing on Rainbow Road, like you can see like Mushroom City underneath as well, something like that. That's something I always appreciated about this game. That's something I always really loved about Double Dash, how everything is like interconnected, or like most of the tracks are like interconnected in some way. And that's also why I love Super Mario Sunshine for that reason, because of how interconnected everything is in that game. Like, hey, I can see Rico Harbor from here, or hey, I can see Peanut Park from here. Something like that. I always really loved that about these games, how they're interconnected they are. And like, it makes the world feel alive. It makes it feel like a real place to visit. And I always appreciate that style in Super Mario Sunshine, and it's done a little bit more subtly here in Double Dash. They don't do it, you know, too much, but I always appreciate that little attention to detail. So I'm really glad that Mario Kart World is like really expanding on that idea of just, hey, we have this massive world, let's just go crazy with it and just have everything interconnected. And I also like how during the races, like, you transition to like the next race after like the last race you completed. Definitely adds to the experience, you know what I mean? So that's really cool. I think that's like the only other thing that I wanted to bring up about Double Dash. I mean, not Double Dash, Mario Kart World. But yeah, I'm really excited for the game. Again, not a big fan of the price tag, but I'm still gonna buy it, and let's face it. Wait, why am I going backwards? That was weird. But we can bring it back. But yeah, I'm still excited despite the controversy. So I'm just kind of like distancing myself from like the rest of the controversy. Because again, like literally the only problem I have with like the Switch 2 is the $80 price for Mario Kart World. But again, I'm gonna get the bundle anyway. Again, like the Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart World, that's basically gonna be like a $30 discount basically, so I'm gonna get the bundle anyways. And let's face it, like, it's Mario Kart, it's the Switch 2, it's the new system, it's gonna sell like crazy regardless of the controversy. I'm not saying it's okay, but like, still, like, everyone wants to play like the new Mario Kart World. It's gonna sell like crazy, and like I said, eventually people are gonna like experience like the fear of missing out, and that's why they buy the system even despite the stuff going on. So again, it's just business. Again, like I said in my previous video, it's just business. It's just Nintendo being Nintendo like usual. For better or worse, that's how they've always been. But like I said, I'm not gonna go on a whole rant about it. I already ranted about all that in the previous video. So yeah, I don't know why it's like buffering a bit, but I think we're okay. I just started a new recording, so hopefully everything will be okay. Let's just continue what we're doing. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but just bear with me. I know stuff could get kind of weird, but hopefully everything's okay now. But yeah, I think I've already said like most of what I wanted to say anyways, so okay, these stupid tables. Okay. But I was about to say, yeah, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say, and you know, about Mario Kart World and everything. So let's just keep playing. and just have a smooth session, you know? So, again, I'm still, you know, winning every race. Again, I'm not trying to go for a perfect run like my previous videos. I'm literally just finding some excuse to put content on the channel. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, I always enjoy playing Double Dash. Double Dash has always been my favorite Mario Kart anyway, so just an excuse for me to play more Double Dash on the channel. So I hope y'all don't mind. I hope y'all do not mind. Ah, I can't believe I missed the star. That's okay. We're gonna win anyways, so it's all good. Alrighty. Free mushroom, and we're good. Oh yeah, I've been talking quite a lot that I forgot where we at. Yep. So we're at 110 points, so yeah, we only got a few races left, so let's keep it moving, shall we? Alright, Mario Circuit. Alright, let's do it. You know something? I never actually tried this in Double Dash. I've been playing this game, like, for my entire childhood, but, like, I never actually tried this, because I know the game has a co-op mode. The game has a co-op mode, and I never actually tried, you know, playing the game in, like, co-op mode. I mean, I could take, like, 2 controllers and just figure it out. Nah, I'm sure that could be a video for another time, I guess, but, like, yeah, that's something I've never actually tried before, because I know that you get, like, different abilities, or there's, like, different things that you can do in co-op mode in this game. Because I know if the 2 players press the A button at the same time, like, you get the titular double dash, you know, like the name of the game. Because I know whenever you're dashing, you know, regularly, you know, when you're playing by yourself, you just get a regular boost of speed. So, I don't know, maybe as for a future video, I guess as a way to experiment, I can test the waters and see how the game plays, you know, playing in co-op mode, at least by myself. Because, again, it's always nice to experiment, so maybe that could be a future video or something. I don't know. It's just something I just randomly thought about. It's like, you know what? I never tried this before. I've been playing this game all this time. I never tried this. Okay, now I sound like Porky Pig. But yeah, it's something I never tried before. I think that'd be a cute little experiment at some point, you know? Jeez, a bunch of red shells, but it doesn't matter, I still won. But yeah, I don't know, that's just something I just randomly thought about. But yeah, everything seems to be going good so far. So we only got 4 races left. Oh yes, Wario Coliseum. Wario Coliseum is pretty underrated. It's always been a very underrated track in the game. I'm actually kind of surprised this never came back in, like, Mario Kart 8. Like, you would think for, like, a track like this would be, like, perfect for, like, you know, the anti-gravity sections. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of curious that this never came back. It's not a big deal, but it's just curious. That's all. Ooh, oh, I really thought that bob bomb got me. That was so fortunate. Alright. Just cruising along, just going for a smooth, chill session. Yeah, I always keep taunting just on random points whenever I don't have any items. It's just really funny to do. Let's go this way. Yeah, again, I don't really have too much to talk about. I already said everything I said about Mario Kart World. I already went on a little tangent about Pokemon. Because, again, I don't really know any of the new Pokemon. I don't know any of the new literally, the only reason I know any of the new Pokemon is because of Smash Brothers. That's the only reason I know, because I know every Smash Brothers game always adds a new Pokemon to the roster, and they always update, like, the Pokeball Pokemon as well. But, again, I am hoping that I do get into, like, the mainline Pokemon games, because I know the Pokemon games are really interesting for sure. I just don't know why I never got into the main games. I think it's because of the fact that, yeah, you have like you're basically selling like 2 games and like selling them like separately almost. And I know that both versions of like each mainline Pokemon game has like different content, like different Pokemon you can't get in like each in another version. I don't know, so maybe that's why I never got into the Pokemon games like that. I don't know. Either way, I do want to get into them at some point. I've always been casual with Pokemon, like I said. Alright, first place. Alright, everything seems to be going smooth as butter. 130 points, that's good. So, what's the next course? Give it to me. Ooh, Yoshi Circuit, nice. So that just means Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road are left after this. Let me try this. I always like doing this. Hold up. I want to make sure I get the best possible items so I can take this shortcut. And then I can take the other shortcut afterwards too. But I kind of want to hold on to the star at the same time. You know, in case of a blue shell ever comes. Ooh, that was a nice snipe. In case of a blue shell ever comes, so I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm already in first place. I don't really care about red shells. So I'm hoping that I'll be ready when that happens. I'm just hoping that a lightning bolt doesn't mess me up either. I could also take the shortcut with the star also, but I don't know. You know, I have a lot of options. Again, assuming if a lightning bolt doesn't strike me. But regardless, I'm just gonna say, oh, perfect! Yes! The strategy worked perfectly. Oh, I wonder if I could take the shortcut too. Nice! Well, that went perfectly. Okay, I don't know how that red shell got over there, but that's fine. Yeah, that worked out splendidly. That worked out flawlessly. Yeah, I saw the blue shell coming, I used the star, and I also used the shortcut as well. So that's really good. I'm glad that gamble paid off. Okay, I'll admit that was kind of me showing off. I'll admit that. But that's okay. It's always really satisfying whenever you pull off some crazy maneuver in this game. I just like the technical stuff that this game has. You know what I mean? So let's keep this lead. I have a really big lead. So like even if I do get hit by a blue shell, it won't even matter. Oh, perfect timing. But yeah, I have such a massive lead that, yeah, that doesn't even matter. So, alright. Like, they're just really going at it with the red shells today, huh? And another one. But that's okay. I'm just dominating. That's all that matters. So, the second to last track is Bowser's Castle. How appropriate. The last track before Rainbow Road. So that's appropriate. I still can't get over that one of my other Double Dash videos where it's like I got struck by lightning right on the last ramp. I already did a short on that. Like I got struck by lightning on the last ramp of the race, and I got so mad. Like I got so frustrated that almost cost me the perfect run. I actually was going for the perfect run in that video, and that almost cost me. Like I did not want to start that over. So You know, I didn't want to have like a Professor moment almost of just like rage quitting or breaking controller. You know, no, I'm not gonna do any of that anyways. But like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, like this part right here, where I fell off and I almost lost, but it all worked out, and it was funny when it happened. But regardless, let's just keep it moving. Yeah, like the green shells always get me concerned because like they're always bouncing around whenever like I'm really close to it, so it's like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. It's even worse when it's like your own green shell as well, so you got sniped by your own green shell. That's like one of the most humiliating things in Mario Kart, in any Mario Kart. Getting hit by your own items. Let's take the shortcut again. I always take the shortcuts whenever I'm playing this game. Oh, looks like somebody actually hit the banana peel, like the giant banana peel I had in that section. I feel bad for the poor soul that fell off the ramp. Alright, let's avoid these thwomps. Like I said, I don't have too much to talk about. Like I said, I already said everything I wanted to say. So, I'm just cruising along. Again, just the perfect excuse to add content to the channel. So I hope y'all don't mind. Like I said. Oh, there's the lightning bolt. Good thing I'm not near the ramp this time. But alright, let's take the shortcut one last time. Everything seems to be smooth. Like I said, I have another massive lead, so that's good. And we're gonna try and fall off the water. Fall into the water. Again, I don't know why I do stuff like this, but it's always funny when it happens. But alright, it's time for Rainbow Road. I am really curious to see what Rainbow Road's gonna look like in Mario Kart World. Because I heard somewhere that Mario Kart World got leaked or something like that. I'm just really curious to see what that's gonna look like, or how are you even gonna get to Rainbow Road, considering how interconnected everything is in Mario Kart World. I am curious to see, how are you even gonna get to Rainbow Road? Like, what's the transition gonna be like? That's something I'm really curious about. Ooh, I got a free star, nice. Yeah, I am curious about that. I'm also curious to see what Bowser's Castle is gonna look like as well. So, again, we'll see what happens during the Mario Kart Direct, or maybe they'll keep that hidden until you play the game. I don't know. Either way, we'll figure out what'll... Really? Was that really necessary? Oh my goodness. But that's fine. We'll catch up. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I just find that really obnoxious that I'm still helpless. Oh, and I got another free star. I was helpless in that I just got pushed off of the map. But it's okay. We're gonna bring it back for sure. Not my best Rainbow Road run, but that's okay. Again, we're gonna bring it back. The red shells in this... Oh, that was so close. That was way too close for comfort. I was gonna be so mad if I somehow fell off because of the lightning bolt. Alright. But now I am kind of going for the perfect run now. I wasn't going to, but since I did win every other race, now I am kind of getting committed to doing the perfect run again. Hey, that stuff kind of happens sometimes, you know? But anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was about to say the red shells in this track are kind of out of whack. Yeah, they're kind of useless in this track. Ooh! I avoided the lightning bolt there. Yeah, the red shells in this track are kind of useless because it's like they just bounce wherever. It seems like they never hit the person ahead of me. It's like it has a mind of its own. I think that's just because of how Rainbow Road is. Because that's kind of how it is in, like, Mario Kart 64 as well, where it's like, the items that you get in, like, Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road and, like, the original are just so useless, almost. Because of how long the track is and how far ahead a lot of the racers are if you're, like, far behind. So it's like, if you're ever last place in, like, Rainbow Road and Mario Kart 64, like, you might as well just pack it up and just take the loss, because it is really hard to keep up in that track, and that version of Rainbow Road, especially for how long the track is, especially. So, just something to think about. I was really hoping I would avoid the blue shell when I got to the cannon area, but it's okay. I have another huge lead, so it's not gonna matter anyways. So we're gonna go for another perfect run. I missed the last speed boost, but that's okay. So yeah, there you go. I wasn't even trying to go for a perfect run this time, but here we go. We got it. We got another perfect run. I promise I'm not trying to flex, but hey, this is what having lots of experience does to you, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to brag, I'm not trying to boast, but, you know, hummus and mini toast, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that, but whatever. I won the All Cup Tour again, so yeah, that's really all I wanted to do, just do a quick session while I was talking about random stuff, so